I'm Maura Carley, founder and president of Healthcare Navigation. We are health insurance consultants who assist individuals and families with things like medical bills and claims, and when someone is transitioning from one source of coverage to another. We're entirely independent. We do not sell any product. We manage and advise. We've launched this educational series because we feel so passionately that people do not know enough about coverage, and that coverage, it's all about money. So if you're ignorant of it, you're at risk for spending more than you need to. Today we want to cover the deductible. And if you're tempted to say, oh, that sounds boring, I wanted the meatier stuff, I'm signing out. Please don't do that. That would be deeply unwise. The deductible is simple, relatively speaking, in other types of policies. But deductibles in healthcare are far more complicated and very poorly understood. So why is the deductible so important? The deductible is important because it's the amount you pay before insurance starts to pay. And it can be high, so you need to know what it is. And deductibles are not all the same in terms of the structure of your plan either. So let's go back a minute and talk about the various ways a deductible can work. You can have the type of plan that has a pharmacy deductible and an in-network medical deductible and an out-of-network medical deductible, or you can have a plan that aggregates all of those things, or you can have a plan that has an in-network deductible, but all of the in-network claims also get applied to the out-of-network benefit. That's much better than having all these separate buckets. You can also have what's called an embedded deductible. So you need to log in, and if you haven't created an account, create an account for your insurance and make sure you understand how many deductibles you have, how they work, and how high they are. Because there are still zero deductible plans out there, but there can be plans in the individual market that have deductibles of thousands of dollars. So those are truly catastrophic plans. The other reason you want to keep track of your deductibles, these are annual amounts. And if by chance the insurance company were making a mistake and issued statements beyond the deductible that said, this claim amount was applied to the deductible, well, you're going to get a medical bill you don't owe. So these are things you have to know. And they're so important to have a sense of when you're selecting your coverage as well. We had a client who was comfortable with her decision to pick a high deductible plan because she only had a gap of a few months between her COBRA ending, COBRA's the temporary extension of group coverage, and Medicare beginning. And she assumed, well, I'm likely not to use any medical services during those few months. But unfortunately, she had a serious accident, and she had that very high deductible to meet, and fortunately had the resources to cover those amounts because they're your responsibility. But she had buyer's remorse, and you don't want that. So there's homework associated with this session. Find out how many deductibles you have, how they work, how high they are. If you have comments, please leave comments on the YouTube video, and we will respond to them in a future episode, all right? Thank you for listening, and we'll be back very soon. Take care.